Good evening, everyone. I'm Brandon Dawkins with Tribune Digital Media, and we're back for live election results. It is early. It's 7:35. We do have some early numbers in Trussville that have been coming in from some of your poll work. Well, not a poll worker, but watcher, kind of a poll watcher.
When the polls close, what happens is the whoever's in charge of that polling place runs the tape on the machines, on the voting machines. That register tape prints 2 copies. 1 copy is going to go to Dan Weinroot, our city clerk. The other is pasted on the door. So what we've got at this point are some of the registers that have been taped to the door. That
Right.
We've got some folks out there that have been very helpful to us, and we've got some of those numbers. This is going to be from City Hall, Trussville City Hall. These are the earliest numbers we have. We believe, and we can't say this with absolute certainty, we believe we're looking at possibly the absentee ballots, and we think we're seeing 3 full boxes on the mayor's race. We have possibly 3 full boxes on the first council seat. I will share with you as we go the numbers we've got early. Based on our earliest returns out of City Hall, we have Lisa Bright at 436 votes.
Hang on just a second. Are we good? Is the feed good? Okay, go ahead, Scott.
Okay, we've got it up. So based on very early numbers, again, these are only partial returns from 1 polling place. I believe we had 4 polling places in Trussville. Is that correct, Jacob? 4 polling, okay. So based on partial returns just from City Hall, we're showing Lisa Bright with 436 votes, Ben Short with 1,152 votes, and JT Smallwood with 505 votes. Again, we think we've got 3 complete boxes out of City Hall.
No, we are looking at 4 boxes. We have 4 boxes, but we only have full results from 2 of those boxes. We're missing results from half of the box.
Right.
But we've got for mayor, yes.
Okay, so this is the total from City Hall for mayor, we believe?
That we have.
Okay, so at this point from City Hall for the mayor's race, this is the total of what we've got. We don't know if that is total. Complete totals yet. We're going to be with this a while. We are communicating with our city clerk, so we will have complete numbers at some point tonight. But the current numbers we have on mayor just out of the City Hall polling place, Lisa Bright with 436 votes. According to our guru over there, that would be 20.8% of the vote. Ben Short, 1,152 votes for 55% of the vote. And JT Smallwood at 505 votes for 24.1% of the vote. Again, just want to caution you, that is only numbers from the City Hall polling place.
There's still a lot left to go.
We've got a lot to go. We've got numbers coming in from really all over the city.
I have finals for Leeds.
Okay, we have finals for Leeds.
Jacob, I have forwarded you those so we can start to get graphics made, but I'm going to go ahead and announce them because these are the election results for Leeds. So here we go. So for mayor in Leeds, we have John Dawson. Hang on, let me check. There's something else coming in for Leeds. Hang on just a second, please. Wait, are these different boxes? Okay. Hang on. I'm backing up.
Just to kind of give you an idea of what we're doing here kind of behind the scenes, we've been in communication with our city clerks for a couple of days now, going back to last week. So they will be forwarding the numbers directly to us.
I'm ready.
We've also got a lot of people updating. Brandon, let's see what you've got here.
Okay, and for Leeds for mayor, John Dawson, 15 votes. Michael French, 616 votes. Eddie Moore is the new winner, the new mayor in the city of Leeds with 1,315 votes, and Councilman Kenneth Washington received 734 votes.
That's looking like a runoff right now.
Okay. So it looks like there could be a runoff. So that would mean, okay,
Yeah,
I understand.
yeah.
So, but Eddie Moore's ahead for
That-
this evening. That's what
That will
percentage you
be,
think?
that'll be a runoff, but that is really tight, isn't it?
It's 49%, well, actually, it's
Ooh.
49% of the vote for Eddie Moore.
49%, okay.
And Washington's 27.4%.
Okay, so
Okay.
a runoff there, but, ooh,
Yeah, Mr. Washington just
Moore
sliding
almost
into a
sneaked that
runoff
out.
with
Okay.
Mr. Moore for the mayor's office in Leeds.
for District 1, we have Nashika Brown with 79 votes, Lee Kelly with 123 votes, Arthur Kirksey with 11 votes, and Sabrina Rose with 197 votes. Looks like there will have to be a runoff there.
Okay, give me, what was Brown again?
79.
Okay, and then who do we have?
Lee Kelly at 123, Arthur Kirksey at 11, Sabrina Rose at 197.
Okay.
In District 3 in the city of Leeds, we have Johnny Dutton at 210 and Carrie Kennedy at 498.
210 for Dutton,
498 for Carrie Kennedy.
Kennedy, 498.
In District 4 in Leeds, we have Victoria Hamilton at 93, Ryan Holtbrooks at 308, and Charlotte Hooton at 98.
Hooten was 98. What was Hope? Was it Hope Brooks? Hope
At 308.
308. What in the one before?
93 for Ms. Hamilton,
Okay.
98 for Ms. Hooton.
Okay.
And in District 5, Jacob's got it up. Thank you, Jacob. In District 5, Dale Faulkner received 278 votes, with Miss Raglan Pierce receiving 198 votes. Miss Raglan Pierce is the incumbent in that race.
Right.
So it looks like she may have lost that seat.
Okay.
So that is for the city of Leeds. We're going to get those numbers on slides so that we can continue to show those and update those, but it looks like there will be a runoff for mayor and District 1 in the city of Leeds.
Yes. It does look like there'll be a runoff for two offices there.
Okay.
I'm going back to my phone to see if anything else has been texted in. I don't see anything at the moment. Okay, going back over, I want to go back over some of these other trustful numbers we have. Again, these are partial boxes from City Hall and trustful.
Now, these haven't been totaled. Have you totaled these?
I have not totaled those.
You want me to total
Let me,
them?
why don't I go ahead with some of these? Yeah, let's total these real quick.
I'll do that if you want to announce those.
Okay. Again, we think we've got 3 full boxes from City Hall and absentee ballots on mayor and on council seat 1. We're getting some of those totals now. I'm going to jump ahead to some that, gosh, Brandon, I don't know if I can.
Here, I'm about to.
Okay, she's totaling
knock
them as
some
we
out.
go. So looking at it, I believe this is seat number 1. We had Ben Horton and Wayne Taylor.
Hang on.
So we're getting there. Let's see. We do think
If I
we
did
do
that.
think we've got 4 boxes and absentees on seat 1. After that, we think we've only got 1 box in the absentees on the rest of these council seats. But on council seat number 1, Ben Horton, we've got him. Again, only City Hall and only partial returns, but we've got Ben Horton with 1,353 votes. We have Wayne Taylor with 649 votes. So that would give Horton a pretty commanding lead in that seat, just at 1 polling place. We've got 4 polling places and multiple boxes at each polling place. So we'll, okay, here we've got, we think, this is from City Hall, we think this is only 1 box reporting.
Or 1 box and absentee.
1 box and absentees. And in that race, we've got Jamie Anderson, is that 325, Brandon?
335.
335. And we have Leslie Hughes with
204.
204. Again, we think we only have one box reporting out of City Hall and the absentee ballots in that race. Same in this race.
Hang on.
We're getting this total now. Let's see.
Go ahead and announce
Okay,
who we're talking about here. Jim Miller and Mildred Reed.
Okay, and Jim Miller and Mildred Reed. Is that seat 3? I believe that's seat 3, right?
I had to pull it back up.
I think Brian Jackson's in seat 4. But in that race, we have Jim Miller with 288 votes. We have Mildred Reed with 253 votes. So that one running very close. And then with Kimberly Farr and Anthony Montalto, we have Kimberly Farr with 334 votes. Again, only one box out of City Hall in these last 3 council races. With Anthony Montalto, has 20, is that 208?
Yes.
So 208 there. Let me run those down again for you. These are our latest numbers from City Hall. We think we have 4 boxes in that. We think we have absentee votes on everybody. We think we have 4 votes on the mayor's, 4 boxes on the mayor's race, 4 boxes on district council seat 1.
No, this is 1.
Okay. And then only absentee and 1 box in seats 3, 4, and 5.
2 is Brian Jackson.
Brian Jackson is already in seat 2. So going back over our totals, at this moment, this is again only partial numbers. This is coming out of City Hall in Trussville. In the mayor's race, we have Lisa Bright with 436 votes. We have Ben Short with 1,152 votes. We have J.T. Smallwood with 505 votes. On council seat 1, we think we've got 4 boxes and absentees here. We are showing Ben Horton with 1,353 votes. We have Wayne Taylor showing 649 votes. So we would have Horton with a pretty commanding lead there. In these other council races, we believe we have absentees and 1 box, only 1 box out of City Hall. At this point, we're showing Jamie Anderson leading with 335 votes and Leslie Hughes with 204 votes. We have Jim Miller in seat 4 showing 288 votes. We have Mildred Reed showing 253 votes. In seat 5, we are showing Kimberly Farr with 334 votes, Anthony Montalto with 208 votes. Again, these are very preliminary numbers. We're still getting stuff in live as we're talking.
I have Pinson.
We now have the Pinson total. So Brandon's you want to go ahead and bring that up?
Yes, Jacob, I've sent you those so we can start to make slides on those. We have winners and runoffs in the city of Pinson. So I'm going to start with place 1 in the city of Pinson. So in place 1, Clentisha Irvin received 228 votes. Tracy Thompson received 424 votes. Tracy Thompson is the winner for place 1 in Pinson. For place 3, Angelica Jefferson received 234 votes. Dawn Tanner received 401 votes. Dawn Tanner is the winner in place 3 in the city of Pinson.
Dawn returns to the council.
That's right.
Is that place 3?
Yes. In place 5, Chris Esquire received 114 votes. Noel Holt received 282 votes, and Glenda Kirkland received 241 votes, so there will be a runoff for place 5 between Noel Holt and Glenda Kirkland. For mayor in the city of Pinson, Desmond Boudreau received 67 votes, Robbie Roberts 190 votes, and Hoyt Sanders, former mayor of Pinson, received 411 votes. There will be no runoff, and Hoyt Sanders is again the mayor of the city of Pinson.
Excuse me, Ron, I'm probably killing our audience over here.
So we're going to get those, well, he's already got those slides going for the city of Pinson. All right, do we have any other numbers for Trussville?
I have not gotten any updates from any of our folks, so
All right. Do we want to take a quick break?
Yeah, let's take a quick break and regroup, see where we are when we come back.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll be back in a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. We're still getting, so we have Irondale coming up. Irondale numbers are in. We're getting those now, so we'll have those pretty soon to announce. We need more trustful numbers.
Yeah, we need more trustful numbers. Terry's trying to wrap up Irondale, then he's going to run across the parking lot to trustful and see if we can find out where we're kind of bottlenecking there a little bit. We thought we were going to have more coming in from some folks at the polling places, so I you know, not sure. What exactly happened there? I was not sure why I can't open my phone. Okay, all we're being told from Irondale at this point, do we have those numbers yet?
No, they're
We're
coming.
still waiting?
He's just putting them in, so we've got them.
I hate to use the phrase we just heard until we've got the actual, because that could mean different things to different people.
But I think you could probably safely say that it appears that Mayor Stewart's returning.
It appears that Mayor Stewart is returning. It appears that these people who have supported Mayor Stewart are returning. And it appears that, let's wait till we get the numbers, but I think some of his detractors may have been shown the door.
Okay.
So we'll wait until we get those numbers. Again, we'll update you on what we've got out of Leeds. We are showing Moore in Washington in a runoff for Leeds mayor. We are showing Rose and Kelly in a runoff in District 1, I believe. We are showing Kennedy winning District 3. We are showing, is it Holtz?
It's spelled Holtbrooks, but he didn't come to the forum, so I'm not really sure.
Okay, so we're showing Holtbrooks winning District 4, and we are showing Falk winning District 5.
Okay, I have the city of Irondale.
Okay.
I'm going to forward these to Jacob.
I'm making them right now.
You're making them? Okay. All right, let's look at the city of Irondale. Let's start with District 1. John London, who's a longtime city councilman, will be returning. He received 507 votes, with Matt McLean receiving 141 votes, and that's for District 1.
Big win there for Mr. London.
In District 2, Donna Pike received 95 votes, and David Spivey, who is currently the city council president, received 319 votes. Looks like
Ms. Pike is a former Jefferson County Board of Education board member, sought this office and was probably considered part of the Quaylor Coalition.
In District 3, opponent Aaron Arnold received 556 votes over the incumbent Cindy Quaylar, who received 509 votes.
Right.
And then in District 4, Robert Box received 173 votes. He is the incumbent there. Mary Shearer, his opponent, received 105 votes.
Right.
District 5, which had 3 people, Melanie Colston received 154 votes. Anjanetta Robinson received 64, and Aaron Sims is the incumbent in that seat, and he received 273 votes.
I think that's a clear majority in that, so he would go in without the runoff.
And mayor was, Mayor Stewart cleaned up in the mayor's race. Ken Effinger, the opponent, received 700 votes. Mayor James Stewart received 2,270 votes. And Irondale, what's the percentage there? Over 76%.
76%.
So Mayor Stewart will return to Irondale.
Yeah, and let's see, Matt McLean did not come to the Tribune forums, I believe. Is that correct?
No, McLean,
Ms. Pike did not come.
But both people in District 3. Ms. Shearer was unable to attend.
Right.
In District 4, and then in District 5, I think we had all 3.
I believe you're correct. And then Mr. Effinger did not come for the mayor's
That's correct.
forum. So interesting that the ones who didn't show all lost in Irondale. So, okay, so do we have any updated numbers anywhere else at this point?
So we've got Irondale, Leeds, and Pinson.
Okay.
All out.
Terry, do I need to send you Dan's contact?
Yeah.
I feel like there's probably information over there for us.
Do we want to work on those and come back?
We could. We don't. I don't think we. Do you want to go over the trustful numbers that we've got one more time before we take a break?
I can do that. Jacob, can we show those slides again? Show those graphics again? Okay, again, these are some early results out of trustful from boxes from City Hall. We believe one was actually an absentee box. And so we still have, trying to think how many.
Well, we've got 4 polling places, so this
we
would
still
just
got
be
3.
partial
So we
out
still
of
need
1.
Faith, Civic Center, and First Baptist.
Correct.
No, there's North Park too,
North Park, Faith, and First Baptist.
and Civic Center.
Oh, the Civic Center, you're right. That would give us 5.
So we've still got a lot of boxes out in the city
Yeah.
of Trustful, but just early numbers from City Hall have Lisa Bright at 436, Ben Short at 1,152, and JT Smallwood at 505. We have more box numbers in place 1 than our other council places. So with Ben Horton, we have him right now at 1,353. With Wayne Taylor at 649. Then we don't have as many box results for the rest of the places. In place 3, we have Jamie Anderson at 335 and Leslie Hughes at 204. Then we have Jim Miller at 288 and Mildred Reed at 253. And then we have Kimberly Farr at 334 and Anthony Montaldo at 208. There's still a lot of numbers in Trustful to come in.
Yeah, I've got more confirmation from Pinson. I think all the numbers we announced earlier were correct. Tracy Thompson wins place 1. Don Tanner wins place 3. We'll have a runoff in place 5 between Holt and Kirkland. And for mayor, Hoyt Sanders will be returning to the mayor's office. He will win that seat without a runoff. He was the first mayor of Pinson. Lost 5 years ago to Joe Cochran, who died while in office. Robbie Roberts was the interim that stepped in as mayor, not interim, he became mayor to finish Joe Cochran's term. And Hoyt was invited back on the council to serve Robbie's unfinished term there. Then they ended up facing each other in a mayor's race. I thought it was a very well-run race by both candidates. Showed a lot of character. You could tell they were friends, and both had Penson's best interest. But this will be interesting because Hoyt Sanders knows the seat, knows the office, and now he'll come back as mayor.
Yep, absolutely. So what happens with his seat?
Well, this is a whole new election, so all of these seats have been newly elected.
That's right. So his seat just
he
got
won't be
filled.
vacating it.
Yeah.
You know, he'll be returning as mayor, and
That's right.
I don't remember who ran for his seat, but
I know. I was
they were
trying to think,
chosen today.
who was in his seat, but I don't remember either which place he was sitting in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to take a little break and kind of figure out what we got going on, and
In Trustful.
yeah, we'll be right back.
Are we ending this live feed, or are we taking a break?
No, let's do a commercial break and come
Okay.
back. Let's don't end the feed.
Okay.
I'll
All
do it.
right. We're going to take a break. We'll be back.
If you're currently in probate, Cahaba Law Group can help assist you there too. Plus, they can handle more than just probate. They can serve you in just about any legal matter. Begin now by scheduling a consultation at cahabalaw.net.
I'm Drew Lawley, General Manager at Courtesy Buick GMC. Come see us at Courtesy, where we have over 300 vehicles to choose from, including GMCs, Buicks, and certified pre-owned vehicles. Come see us at Courtesy or check us out at courtesybirmingham.com. Proud supporter of our area high school teams.
Hi, thank you for joining us again. We've got some updated numbers from the Trussville race in from the North Park precinct, and what we've got there, let us run down the current numbers we've got from North Park. Lisa Bright with 340 votes, Ben Short with 894 votes, JT Smallwood with 419 votes. In seat 1, we have Ben Horton with 1,164 votes. Again, this is the North Park precinct. Wayne Taylor with 400 votes. In the next seat, we have Jamie Anderson with 909 votes, and we have we've got Leslie with 554 votes. Again, Jamie Anderson had 909 votes. Jim Miller had 814 votes, with Mildred Reed came in at 764 votes. In seat, I believe it's seat 5, we're going to have Kimberly Farr with 1,012 votes, and Anthony Montalto with 592 votes. Again, we'll run over these numbers very quickly. This is North Park. Jacob is totaling all this. Do you have the totals up, Jacob, or are you working on that as we... Okay, he's working on it as we speak. Again, this is out of North Park. Very similar to what we saw coming out of City Hall. Lisa Bright with 340 votes. Ben Short, 894 votes. JT Smallwood, 419 votes. In seat 1, we have Ben Horton with 729 votes. And we have Wayne Taylor with 254 votes. We have Jamie Anderson out of North Park. Jamie Anderson with 909 votes. Leslie Hughes with 554 votes. In the seat, I believe it was seat, I can't remember, Brandon, we were on seat 4. Jim Miller had a total of 814 votes, with Mildred Reed coming in with 764 votes. Kimberly Farr, I believe this is seat 5, had 1,012 votes. Anthony Montalto, 592 votes. That again is reflective of what we saw at from the City Hall precinct. We are working on First Baptist numbers right now.
This is Mayor First Baptist.
Okay, the mayor's race at First Baptist, we are showing Lisa Bright with 404 votes, Ben Short with 821 votes, and JT Smallwood with 477 votes. That's out of First Baptist. Again, excuse me, very reflective of what we saw out of the City Hall precinct and the North Park precinct. So Short has been right around 50%. On the 3 precinct numbers that we've seen, looks like he's slightly under 50% at First Baptist, but he's slightly over 50% in at least 3 of the other precincts that we've seen. So we're waiting to get the final numbers there. That's shaping up to be a little more distance between those candidates than maybe we anticipated, but Ben Short has a strong lead in the mayor's race, followed by Smallwood and
If I'm not mistaken, this is the final. This is what I've got right here.
okay. The totals that we sent you.
Just for the mayor right now, this is what I just added from,
That's North Park, First Baptist, and City Hall?
yes, we had City Hall earlier, so
Okay, so this is still not showing Faith, correct?
yeah, so that's
Came out of nowhere. Let's pull those back up. All right, so we're still missing 2 precincts in the mayor's race, but this is showing Ben Short with 2,046 votes. We think this is about 50% of the vote. This is showing Ben Short with 2,046 votes, 54.6% of the vote total that we've got in so far. Then we've got JT Smallwood with 924 votes, or 24.7%. And then Lisa Bright at 776 votes, 20.7%. Again, we still have numbers coming in. Those are being totaled as we speak. Let's go back real quick while we're totaling more of the trustful numbers. Let's go back and touch on leads. We're also waiting on information to come in from Centerpoint, I believe. Do we have the Moody numbers yet? Anyone?
No, we don't have
Okay, so we're still waiting on Moody. Let's run over the numbers we have in leads. We are showing a runoff between Moore and Washington. Washington is a sitting city councilman, long-term city councilman. So we're showing a runoff for the Leeds mayor's seat between Mr. Moore and Mr. Washington. District 1, we are showing Rose with the lead there, 197, most likely in a runoff with Kelly for District 1. For District 3 in Leeds, we show Kennedy with 498 votes, Dutton with 210, so we show Kennedy winning that seat. District 4, I believe, we are showing Holtzbrook or Holtbrooks. Holtzbrook, I think, with 308 votes, winning that seat outright, and we're showing Falk winning District 5 in Leeds with 278 votes. Brandon is back when she's updated.
Mayor Trustful, 4 out of 5 precincts, still waiting on the final precinct. I don't know which precinct they're waiting on. I think it's Faith, though.
We think we're waiting on Faith?
I think it's Faith. But these, and I'll get these to Jacob so he can get something made. But with 4 out of 5 precincts reporting in the city of Trustful for mayor, we have Lisa Bright at 1,223. That's 21.75% of the vote. Ben Short at 2,952 votes. That's 52.45%. And JT Smallwood at 1,453 votes. That's 25.82%. And we will get those slides made here now. 1,453.
What is this latest image I've got? Do you know?
That is that's 4 out of 5. That's the same that we just announced. We're trying to get the rest of those for council.
All right, so we're waiting on the Faith precinct. I can tell you we have somebody at Faith communicating with us, one of our staff members, so we're sure we'll get that as soon as it's available.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say for council place 1, also still 4 out of 5 precincts. We're looking at Ben Horton with 3,672 votes. That's 68. That's over 68%. And Wayne Taylor at 1,692 votes. Place 3, Jamie Anderson is at 3,754 votes, and Leslie Hughes is at 1,618. If I can see these numbers correctly. In place 4, still missing a precinct. Jim Miller is at 2,885, and Mildred Reed is at 2,535. I don't have place 5 with Kimberly Farr and Anthony Montalto yet on those numbers. And so we're going to get that updated.
So as soon as we have the Faith information, we will add that in, and I think at that point we'll be very close to our totals in Trustful. I was going to go back also and wanted to go back to Irondale.
Are these final? Still 4 out of 5. Okay. Okay, for place 5 council seat in the city of Trustful, we have Kimberly Farr at 3,301 and Anthony Montalto at 2,316. So again, 4 out of 5 precincts, still waiting on that final precinct, and right now that's where the numbers stand.
Some information coming from the city clerk's office. It looks like voter turnout in Trustful was around 30%. That's good. That sounds low. You would like to see it obviously around 50%.
Do you remember what it was for like the school tax
vote? It is not. I don't remember the tax vote, but municipal elections, 25% is considered a pretty good turnout. We have had turnout as low as 20% for municipal elections in Trustful in the time that we've been covering it. So if 30% holds true, that's a strong turnout. You would, again, like to see that around 50% at least, but 30% would be good compared to other municipal elections. Again, we're just waiting on the Faith Community Church precinct in Trussville. As soon as that comes in, I think we've got a couple of issues we're looking at here, watching very closely, that we need to get those numbers in. Do you want to go back over the Irondale numbers? Do you
Sure.
have those in front of you?
Sure, I can pull them up.
I'm sorry?
We're signing the slips.
Signing the slip at Faith. Okay, so those are on the way.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get back to my Irondale numbers. Hang on just a second.
Big. We do know this. It was a big night for James Stewart. We are still waiting on the Clay results, and that we talked to Ronnie Dixon. He was going to send that to us.
Well, let's go back over the city of Irondale. I'm going to start with mayor, actually. Jacob, you can start with that mayor screen. So Ken Effinger came in at 700 votes, where Mayor Stewart brought in 2,270 votes in the city of Irondale. I'm going to work. Now is it a problem if I go back to District 1 and go down to 5? Okay. In District 1 in Irondale, incumbent John London will return to his seat with 507 votes, and Matt McLean had 141 votes. In District 2, Donna Pike received 95 votes. Incumbent David Spivey received 319 votes. In District 3 in Irondale, Aaron Arnold took that seat with 556 votes. Cindy Quaylar brought in 509 votes, so a new council person in District 3 in the city of Irondale.
Ms. Quaylar will be stepping down.
In District 5, Melanie Colston brought in 154 votes. Anjanetta Robinson brought in 64 votes, and Aaron Sims, who is the incumbent, brought in 273 votes.
I think you skipped District 4.
I did. Oh yes, District 4. Robert Box, who is the incumbent in that seat, is holding on to his seat with 173 votes. Mary Shearer received 105 votes.
Santa will return.
That's right.
So, really, kind of what you would expect in Irondale, given the good news that has been literally flowing out of that city for the last 2 or 3 years.
Yes.
There's been a strong council. The one objector that they had on the council for the last term was Cindy Quaylar. She voted no on multiple issues. Was a pretty consistent no vote. The voters of Irondale have sent her home and have brought in Aaron Arnold to take her spot. Other than that, the Stewart coalition looks to have primarily returned.
Absolutely. Yes. And Aaron made it clear in the forum that they felt like District 3 was not being properly represented because Quaylar was so
she had alienated the rest of the council.
Right.
And so
she just opposed everything everybody else was trying to do,
and
they felt like there was time for somebody else to serve in that seat who would represent District 3 in a different way.
Right. Aaron Arnold very accurately read that, I believe, and realized it's not good for the district to have your only representative locked out of conversation with conversations with the other council people. So you don't get much progress that way. That was a big night there. Have we gone over the totals of Trussville, or do we have that?
We do have them.
Do we need to do that again, or do we want to look at some of our other cities? We have not heard from Clay yet. I'm going to reach out and see if we can get something.
Do we have slides for the 4 out of 5 precincts in the city of Trussville? Okay, I'll go through those one more time, and then we may go to commercial while we're trying to wrap up that last precinct. I'm ready when you are, Jacob. You good? Okay, you want to start with mayor? Okay. In again, 4 out of 5 precincts in the city of Trussville, we have Lisa Bright at 1,223 votes, Ben Short at 2,952 votes, and JT Smallwood at 1,453 votes. Right now, that has Ben Short, obviously, with more than 50% avoiding a runoff, depending on what that last precinct comes in to look like. So far, you made the point earlier that the precincts have been pretty similar in percentages.
Right.
Percentage breakdown is what it looks like. All right, let's look at council place 1. Again, in the city of Trussville, everybody votes for all the places. There's not districts. Everybody's at large. We have Ben Horton with 3,672 votes. Wayne Taylor, who wanted to return to council, came out at 1,692 votes. In place 3, because place 2 had no opponent, so we know that Brian Jackson is there. In place 3, we have Jamie Anderson at 3,754 votes and Leslie Hughes at 1,618 votes. In council place 4, we have Jim Miller at 2,885 votes and Mildred Reed at 2,535 votes. And in place 5, Kimberly Farr at 3,301 votes, and Anthony Montalto, who also wanted to return to council, with 2,316 votes.
Okay. I am going to check text messages again because...
Do we want to... Can we go to commercial one more time? Okay, we're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. We're going to try to get those final numbers in Trussville as we await that last precinct. Stay with us.
Sherry,
Craving a cold craft brew and some top-notch entertainment? Join us at Ferris Artisan Ales and Eatery in the heart of the Trussville Entertainment District. We're your go-to spot for free live music, great food, drinks, and the biggest screen in town for enjoying live sports. Grab a seat, enjoy a refreshing Coca-Cola, and cheer on your favorite team with friends. If you don't have a will, trust, or some kind of estate plan, you're leaving your loved ones with a lot of headaches. Probate fees and tax issues bring stress to your family while they grieve your loss. Cahaba Law Group is here to protect them and give you reassurance that your hard-earned money and assets are not lost to bureaucratic mayhem. They can help you create the ideal estate plan. If you're currently in probate, Cahaba Law Group can help assist you there too. Plus, they can handle more than just probate. They can serve you in just about any legal matter. Begin now by scheduling a consultation at cahabalaw.net.
I'm Drew Lally, General Manager at Courtesy Buick GMC. Come see us at Courtesy, where we have over 300 vehicles to choose from, including GMCs, Buicks, and certified pre-owned vehicles. Come see us at Courtesy or check us out at courtesybirmingham.com. Proud supporter of our area high school teams.
Welcome back, everybody. We do have some some new information on Argo. Just a second. Do you want to go back over the trustful numbers real quick?
I do not have
Change my mind.
Never mind.
I
We
don't.
got it. We've got Argo.
I do have Argo winners. We do not have numbers. They are finalizing the numbers and trying to send them to us now, but I am going to go ahead and announce their winners. So, in the race for mayor between Randy Heddich and Paul Jennings, Randy Heddich is the winner in that race. In place 1 between Michelle Colson and Dennis Griffin is the winner. Place 2 did not have an opponent, so Tom Suggs is there. In place 3 between Rick Hopkins and Stephanie Hines, Rick Hopkins, the incumbent, is going back. He's in place 3. In place 4 between Ronnie Bowman and Mike King is the winner in that place in the city of Argo. And in place 5 between Corky Massey and Alan Thomas, Corky Massey is going back in. So again, a new mayor in the city of Argo, and we'll have those numbers in the slides pretty soon. But they do have a new mayor, Randy Heddich.
Yep.
So Mayor Betty Bradley did not run again. She decided to retire, and so they have somebody. And then Paul Jennings, who had been mayor of Argo for a long time, like 16 years.
Did 2 separate terms.
Yeah. Yes. And so he ran again, but Randy
stints.
Heddich took that. So.
Yeah, and I thought Randy did a really good job in the forums. Also, you remember the next night, one of the big topics in the Argo forums were multiple subdivisions where the contractor didn't finish the roads out. The city never took the roads over. Now the roads are deteriorating. And we had a council candidate that told us the very next night that Paul Jennings had been the developer on some of those. We didn't know that when we had him sitting here, but that was a big issue with the folks in Argo, and they decided to pass on a third stint from Paul Jennings and go with Randy Heddich, and I think he'll do a good job.
Like chairs there, planning and zoning.
Yeah, he really knows the city. He's volunteered and spent a lot of time working for the city. So very well prepared for the job. He'll do a good job.
City of Springville, I know you're anxious for your results too. I do have those numbers coming. We just don't have them yet, but somebody is working on getting those to us. So we're eager to see those as well. So please just be patient with us, and we're working on that.
Yeah, and I will say the same goes for Clay. We've got we've sent several direct messages to Clay. We're still awaiting those vote totals. As soon as we get them, we'll share them with you. Though I will tell you, when we get the complete totals on Trustful, we're probably going to shut it down in terms of the live stream once we have those races finalized. Faith just came in.
I just had the numbers from here, and I had everything for the
Okay, I do have some numbers from Springville. Oh, Lord, I'm not going to be able to read them, Brandon.
Let me see if I can.
Just going to be too blurry for me. Springville's trying, y'all. They're trying. Whoever sent that last picture of the tapes in Springville, it's too blurry. We can't make it out.
Yeah, I can't.
So
even
we're
make it
hopefully we've got some more backup coming there. Do we have the news at Trustful Tribune account open, Jacob? Is somebody monitoring that?
I'd also like to just a reminder, I know some people on Facebook are asking about Odenville and Margaret. Unfortunately, we don't cover Odenville and Margaret, and we just don't have enough staff to take those communities on, and we're really sorry about that. If for some reason somebody has those and wants to send those to news at trustfultribune.com, we don't mind announcing.
No, we'd be happy to share it,
but we just don't cover.
Yeah, we just don't have the staff to cover those communities, and we know we've got a lot of readers over there. We appreciate you guys. If we can get that information, we will certainly share it with you. But we don't have anybody lined up to bring it to us. So I would say that's probably a little iffy. We are being told the final numbers for Trustful are now coming in. We're checking a couple other sources here. to see if they're somehow sending us information in a channel we have not been checking. But
Okay, let's see. I may have Moody. Give me just a second. Nope, not there. Do we want to?
I'm not seeing anything.
Got it. Okay, I've got Moody.
You got
So
Moody?
let's pull that up. Okay.
Okay.
In the city of Moody for mayor, Nick Rutledge is the winner of mayor in Moody with a total of, they did not send votes for the opponent, just for the winner. So with 1,263 votes, apparently, Nick Rutledge will go in as mayor of Moody. No, I'm sorry. And then David Howard received 965 votes. Am I reading that correctly?
Yeah, you are.
Yes, Nick Rutledge with 1,263 votes. David Howard with 965 votes.
Yeah,
I'm reading that
that's
correctly.
right.
Okay. In Council Seat 1, Linda Crow is the winner. She received 1,272 votes, and Brandy Gibson received 927 votes.
Right.
In Council Seat 2, Wes Harrell is the winner. He received 1,277 votes, and Lynn Taylor received 900. Okay, that's all that's on that piece of paper. So that's what I have right now for Moody, is mayor, Council Seat 1, and Council Seat 2. So hopefully the rest of those will come in. So again,
Okay.
we've got Nick Rutledge goes in as mayor. Council Seat 1, Linda Crow, I think is a long-time incumbent. She will hold on to that seat. And in Council Seat 2, Wes Harrell
Okay.
is the winner of that seat.
Okay. Have we? Where are we on Faith at this point? Who are we waiting to hear from? I know we've got Sherry there. All right. I'm being told they're handling the Faith
We're really
numbers
close to having
now.
Springville too, apparently, so that
Okay.
they're going to email those
So
that
we've got a
we
couple
can see
more.
those numbers.
Okay. Still have not heard from Centerpoint. Still have not heard from Clay. So two areas we still would like to hear from, and we are waiting that final precinct from Trustful now. And here's what we're looking at there: whether or not Ben Short can go in without a runoff. It's very close. We need to see those final numbers, and we'll get a feel for where we are on that.
Okay.
But I think he has had above 50% in all of the other precincts that we're aware of. Is that correct?
I believe so.
I think that's right. So that's it. We know our people have are actually standing there watching the Faith numbers come together right now. So we expect to have that any minute. I think the big news is here. We may still end up with a runoff in Trustful. We don't know exactly how this will play out, but this is a pretty decisive lead for Ben Short.
It is, and I think everybody expected to have a runoff in Trustful. Do we have any totals here?
No, these are just for the pods.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to take
Okay.
a short commercial break. We'll be right back after this. Give us just time to run these quick commercials, and we'll be back.
With over 15 years of experience in the Birmingham market and surrounding areas, we have had the privilege of seeing this city grow and change.
I've lived in Birmingham since 1975 and raised my family here. I love helping great families find their next home so they can grow and support our community.
My husband and I have been in Trustful since 2010, and I'm raising 2 kids who love making the Huskies proud.
We have loved exploring the thriving communities around Birmingham, like Trustful, Vestavia, Leeds, Homewood, and Hoover.
Whether you're relocating to Birmingham, looking to downsize, get more space for your growing family, or invest in property, we know the ins and outs of each neighborhood.
When it comes to selling, our experience means we know exactly how to market your home to get it seen by the right buyers. From professional staging to top-notch photography, we help make sure your property stands out and gets the attention that it deserves.
We've built relationships with top local contractors, lenders, and inspectors so we can connect you with the best in the business when you're ready to buy or sell.
Welcome back, everybody. We have final numbers for the city of Trustful.
We do. Let's run by those numbers.
Okay. So in the race for mayor, we have Ben Short, who's here with us, obviously, at 3,477 votes. That's 51.76%. Lisa Bright at 1,473. JT Smallwood at 1,768 votes. We're going to cover those council races afterwards, but since
yeah, we want to make the point
here,
that number one, these are unofficial until the canvassing happens on the 2nd.
Okay.
When they will make this official. We do not know the situation on provisional ballots. We do believe absentee ballots are included in this number, so they're not going to change anything. We'll need to see what the provisional is. The bottom line here is if these numbers hold up, we are very pleased to introduce our next mayor of Trustful, Ben Short. Congratulations, Ben.
Yeah,
thank you all very much. I appreciate you.
You ran an outstanding campaign, but a campaign that was not without controversy. In fact, the Tribune, at one point was I felt drug into that a bit, but you kind of stayed on message. Do you feel like that was the key for the victory here?
I think it was, just remaining positive and just putting the information out. The data is the data, and I'm just grateful, that Trustful came out and supported me. You know, I'm grateful for that. I'm kind of blown away. I fully anticipated a runoff tonight, and you know, I'm just glad to be here and glad to have the opportunity to you know, follow Buddy's lead.
Yeah, I think conventional wisdom pointed toward the probability of a runoff. You had 3 candidates that seemed to be running well in certain areas of the community, but to come in at 51.7%, I believe is the number I saw. What does that say about the community if you're able to go in without a runoff?
You know, I don't really know how to answer that, Scott. I'm still trying to take it all in. You know, I think the community wants to see some form of continuation, but they also want change at the same time. You know, I think it was clear and evident as we were campaigning that they wanted information. They wanted, you know, a different form of communication, and I think that's what I'll be able to provide. So.
Your fellow council member, Lisa Bright, also ran for mayor, ran a strong campaign. Are you a little surprised her numbers weren't a little bit higher? I kind of expected her to maybe pull a few more. I expected her to be possibly in second place.
Yeah, I fully anticipated being in a runoff with Councilor Bright. Lisa ran a fantastic campaign.
I think a lot of people thought it could be a short, Bright runoff.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. You know, in the end, where we would be at. You know, I'm grateful for the time that I had serving with Lisa, and I know she's going to continue to serve this community, and I'm looking forward to that as well.
What do you think the advantages are to avoiding a runoff in a city like Trustful, where it you know, the race was getting a lot of attention. People really seemed invested in the information coming out. But to go ahead and put it to bed, what are the advantages there?
I think having an additional 4 weeks working alongside Mayor Choate in that transition, it just helps. You know, if we had found ourselves in a runoff, you know, we would have lost 4 weeks, and that's 4 weeks that we could have had a better transition from Mayor Choate to myself now.
Okay. One thing I've heard from voters, especially going down the stretch, I didn't hear it so much early, but say the last 2 to 3 weeks, I heard more and more voters say, I'm trying to decide between Ben and Lisa. Y'all had a very similar support group out there in terms of citizens and voters who were supporting each campaign. Did you feel like whether you ended up in a runoff or whether Councilwoman Bright ended up in a runoff, that whoever of you ended up in that situation, you may have a pretty strong advantage over Smallwood, who's really not been involved in the community?
You know, it's difficult to speculate. I think that was the hope. You know, that was my hope. You know, that we got to that point. You know, I feel like a runoff between Councilor Bright, which was what I anticipated. I think that would have been a very difficult race. You know, but ultimately, you know, I'm just glad we don't have to worry about that now.
What and we're going to let you go because you've got family literally up here waiting. We just so folks know, we drug you off the street to come up here, and we appreciate you doing it. Assuming again all the numbers hold up, what is your first order of business? Even before you take office?
Yeah, I think developing the relationships with what will be our new council and kind of laying that groundwork and seeing what their vision is and really just getting us all on the same page. But obviously city planning has been the priority that I ran on, and developing systems to help us control our growth is going to be the priority.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Mayor-elect Short. We appreciate you taking the time for us, and you've heard it here. The Tribune has declared Ben Short the winner in the mayor's race in Trustful. I feel very comfortable with that. Again, always a possibility that the numbers could shift and we could be looking at a runoff, but as it stands right now, we expect Councilman Short will go in without a runoff.
Hey, fingers crossed it stays that way. We can get rid of all these political signs, right?
Yeah. I think we've all seen enough of the signs.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time. We're going to take a quick break. This will be very brief. When we come back, Brandon has some fresh numbers that she's going to share with you in some of our other cities.
Hey y'all, it's Doug Ford.
Your hometown dealership.
We're bringing you family-type atmosphere with the best customer service and the best buying experience around.
So visit us online at holdoffsfordbirmingham.com or make that fast drive to 9924 Parkway East. Come see and feel the difference.
If you don't have a will, trust, or some kind of estate plan, you're leaving your loved ones with a lot of headaches. Probate fees and tax issues bring stress to your family while they grieve your loss. Cahaba Law Group is here to protect them and give you reassurance that your hard-earned money and assets are not lost to bureaucratic mayhem. They can help you create the ideal estate plan. If you're currently in probate, Cahaba Law Group can help assist you there too. Plus, they can handle more than just probate. They can serve you in just about any legal matter. Begin now by scheduling a consultation at cahabalaw.net.
I'm Drew Lawley, General Manager at Courtesy Buick GMC. Come see us at Courtesy, where we have over 300 vehicles to choose from, including GMCs, Buicks, and certified pre-owned vehicles. Come see us at Courtesy or check us out at courtesybirmingham.com. Proud supporter of our area high school teams.
Actually, Ronnie didn't send these. Somebody else did.
Welcome back, everybody. We do have final numbers for the rest of the city council places in the city of Trussville, so I do want to go over those now. In Council Place 1, all votes in. Ben Horton is the winner in Place 1 with 4,364 votes over Wayne Taylor with 2,033 votes. In Place 3, Jamie Anderson is the winner and will return as the incumbent with 4,430 votes. Leslie Hughes at 1,975 votes. In Place 4, Jim Miller will join the City Council in Trussville with 3,428 votes. Mildred Reed at 3,042. That was definitely the tightest race in the city. And then in Council Place 5, Kimberly Farr is the winner there with 3,913 votes, and Anthony Montalto at 2,748 votes. So a new mayor and mostly new council in the city of Trussville.
Yeah, sounds like it'll be a good group there.
Clay, you said we have big news out of Clay.
I've got them. We will have a new mayor in Clay for the first time, I believe, in 12 years, possibly even 16. But
wow.
Jane Anderton, and I'm sorry, they only sent me first names. Anderton, or is it?
Yes.
Jane Anderton has been elected mayor in Clay. She had a total of 541 votes to Charles Webster's 507. So congratulations to Ms. Anderton there. She'll be taking over that seat. City Council seat 1.
Terry Jackson and Nathan Thompson.
Okay. So I've got Jackson with 493 and Thompson winning with 523.
Okay. Place 2, incumbent Dean Kirkner and Carla Youngblood.
Yes, so we have Carla Youngblood winning that seat with 621 votes, and Kirkner had 402 votes.
Okay, so somebody new going in there.
Yeah.
Place 3 was not uncontested. Place 4 was uncontested. Place 5, we have Orletta Rush, Dr. Orletta Rush, and Ezekiel Grubbs.
Yes, Dr. Rush with 717 votes, and Grubbs with 292 votes. So Orletta Rush will win that seat.
Okay.
And that's Clay. So for the first time in about 12 years, we will have a turnover in the mayor's office in Clay.
Okay, we also have Springville results.
Okay.
I'm going to go over those. Okay. Wow.
Is that the total? Wow.
Before I get there. Okay. All right. So in the city of Springville, we have a new mayor in the city of Springville. Austin Phillips with 1,069 votes. Russell Starnes received 59 votes, and current mayor Dave Thomas received 137 votes. In District 1, Herbert Tolles is the winner in District 1 with 139 votes. Marvin Herring received 29 votes, and Preston De La Parra received 74. In District 3, Jeff Wisnett is the winner in District 3
Oh,
with,
a close race.
with 90 votes. Ted Schwartz with 85 votes. District 6, James Wolfe is the winner with 129 votes over Marshall Parker with 77 votes. All right, so that's big news out of the city of Springville.
That's big news. We have heard a lot from Springville voters over the last 5 years, and it did not look like Dave Thomas was a good match with what the voters wanted to see in City Hall. We felt like there was an opportunity for somebody to defeat the incumbent mayor. I got to tell you, I'm a little shocked by the numbers. 1,069 to the incumbent's 137 votes. That's a pretty decisive victory.
It is.
For Austin Phillips.
Okay,
He's
absolutely.
done a good job there.
And Moody, earlier, those were all the races in Moody. The other races were uncontested. And so those results there were
Yeah,
all
David
there
Vinson
is.
goes back in. Sherry, can't remember Sherry's last name. She
No,
goes
no,
back in.
Sorry, I switched over to Moody. You're still talking
I'm
about
still
Springville.
Springville, yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So really big news there out of the city of Clay, out of the city of Springville, just some major changes
Yeah,
there.
2 incumbents going down. Charles Webster in a very close match with Ms. Anderton, and she will become the new mayor of Clay. In Springville, not so close. Austin Phillips was elected overwhelmingly in that race.
Okay.
Do we have?
I think we have everything but Centerpoint.
Okay.
We've got Centerpoint?
We've got the results. I've got them loaded up.
They're coming.
Okay.
All right, tell
we're
us
ready
when
to-
you're ready.
Let's pull them up.
Okay.
Okay, Centerpoint's
Let's
coming
read
out.
those. I'm not going to promise I can see them.
We've
Greg.
got to let
Let's
Jacob go
for
home
it.
at some point because he and Terry have to write a story for the paper to go to print tomorrow.
Oh, geez, okay.
Go ahead,
I'm
pull
ready.
it up. You go.
I'm ready.
There we are.
Okay. In the city of Centerpoint. Okay, this is for mayor. Trying to see here.
Bobby Scott will be in a runoff. The incumbent will be in a runoff. He got 563 votes for 49.1%. It looks like he will be in a runoff with D.M. Collins.
Who's president of their city council.
Right, president of the city council, and came in with 27%, just edging out Burks, who had 23.9%.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, very
so that's
close
going to
there.
be an interesting one to watch for sure there. Okay, next up in Centerpoint in place 1.
Jasmine Deloach with 203 votes, or 79.3%.
Over Raymond Olin,
Yeah.
who had like 53 votes, which
Yeah,
is
and
20%.
Jasmine came into the political forums, and I thought
She
just
really,
did a
really
great
had
job and really
knew
sold herself to the people of Centerpoint.
Yes.
In that.
Any other slides for Centerpoint?
Yes, 3 o'clock.
Here we go.
Okay. All right. So City Council place 3. I was trying to look for the winner first.
The winner is going to be Tasha Hogan.
Go ahead.
97 votes for 55.1%. So let's see at the next seat we've got
So
there.
no runoff there. then.
No runoff there.
And then in place 5.
No runoff here. Glenn Williams will take that seat, 143 votes for
And he's the
53.4%. Yes, he is the incumbent. He will win without a runoff. Again, we want to remind everyone that these numbers are not official. They're the totals that the city clerks have. They will be made official on the 2nd when they do canvassing.
Okay. So that's everything.
We're up to speed, I think, on everything. Trussville has a new mayor. We've talked a lot. You and I talked in the forums about the Melton administration and the accomplishments made then. The pinnacle came to Trussville. Civic Center was built. Trussville City Schools were founded. The football stadium was built. Then the Buddy Choate administration, where they basically created a downtown where none existed. You know, we had a main street with probably 50-50 empty buildings and not much happening. And Buddy Choate, that administration,
end of that
have totally revitalized downtown, created, as I said, one where none existed, have done a fantastic job. We reported this week our schools The high school ranked number 5 in the state of Alabama by U.S. News and World Report. Our elementary schools, ACAP scores came out. They are firmly number 5, elementary and middle schools and academics in the state of Alabama. There is a lot for Trussville to be proud of. Mm-hmm. I think some of the negative campaigning was discouraging for a lot of people, but I think clearly the vast majority of Trussville residents looked around and said, no, there may have been hiccups and there may be issues to deal with, but we kind of got it going on here and we want to continue that. Yeah. So I thought, again, Councilwoman Bright ran an excellent campaign.
She did. Very
clean campaign. Mm-hmm. Ben Short ran an outstanding campaign, so congratulations to both of them.
Yes, absolutely. And then we will have runoffs in the city of Center Point for mayor,
right? But
then also in the city of Leeds. So two mayoral runoffs there in the next 4 weeks.
It'll get interesting. Now, you told me during the forums we are not doing runoffs. Forums for runoffs. I'm going to give you another week to sleep on that and we'll talk. But our goal throughout the forums was to do our very best to show these candidates to the people and then let the people decide who they wanted leading their cities. And you put in a ton of work there, and you give me far more credit than I deserve, but you probably put in as much time on the homework, preparing you and me for these forums as you did delivering the forums. We couldn't do it without you, Brandon. We appreciate you very much for everything you do for this.
I will say I've had we both have gotten a lot of, after the Trussville forums and stuff, we had some negative stuff going on, but in the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of people just grab a hold of me and just express appreciation for what we put out there and what they've been able to absorb everywhere that I go, everywhere from the football game Friday night to the coffee shop today. And so I'm just glad to know that people watch the information and
same here, and total strangers, which feels really good when somebody you don't even know who they are walks up and tells you they appreciate it. And I will tell you this, the positive feedback far outweighed the negative.
Yes, and we're fortunate to live in communities and be surrounded by communities where people care about what's going on in their cities.
And I've also got to say, positive feedback or negative feedback, and I know I speak for you as well, it doesn't matter. The way we have to do it, the way we have to approach it, the only thing we're driving at is the truth. It doesn't matter if we make people happy or we make people mad. That's not the point. The point is try to get the truth out to the people about these candidates. And I will say, I think we've been very blessed in our coverage area that we've had, for the most part, really high quality candidates.
Yes, we've enjoyed meeting everybody as we always do, and it's just been really good, decent people. For the most part, it really has been. Okay, so all the results, how are we posting those print-wise?
Well, we go to press in the morning, so as it happens, our interim editor and our editor-to-be are both sitting in here in the room with us. They are both gathering information. We're going to wrap this up so they can go take care of the newspaper side. Okay. I suspect you will see a story going up tonight with the vote totals, such as they may be. Okay. That'll probably go up very quickly. And then Jacob and Terry will be working together to have that in print. Paper goes to press tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. It'll be on the stands Thursday morning. So we've all got a lot to do. This has been a very busy season. And now we'll watch the runoffs, see where we go from there.
All right, we hope you have a great evening. And we'll be back Thursday for Tribune Unscripted, as we always are.
I need a hamburger right now.
Yeah, what are we? I can hear your stomach growling, actually.
Oh, can I go ahead and tell you? Dan Rourke, I've not responded to his email yet, but Dan Rourke from ACTA.
He's coming on the show.
Well, he wants to come on. He doesn't know how well timed that email was. He will be our guest Thursday.
Okay. All right. Again, thanks for joining